Up, Zucci? I can't believe the NBA draft is tomorrow. Gosh, it snuck up on us. First round starts at 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Second round begins at 1 p.m. Thursday. We're splitting it up. 1 p.m. Thursday. It's going to be early. Benefits us. We'll be live at Warriors headquarters for both days. Willard Dibs from Thrive City starting at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. It's starting at Goo. Start at 10 a.m. on Thursday. All right. Warriors offseason summit details because the summit is coming up. Monday, July 8th from 4 to 6. Willard Dibs gets this party started at 2 p.m. Whatever happened to us, moderator Shasky? I thought we were going to do one in the morning. Location, Fremont Bank, 39150 Fremont Boulevard in Fremont. Get to know the Dumbarton Bridge, Shasky. And space is limited, so go to 957thegame.com right now to reserve a spot. How many of you reserved a spot? How many of you are coming down to Fremont to come see us at a bank? And no, we're not giving out money. We're just giving out facts about to go to St. Warriors. You don't seem happy, Shasky. Why you got to play?
No, I didn't want to interrupt you while you're doing the reads. I keep interrupting you during the reads, and I don't want to do that.
No, just be you. Just don't look so excited. The Barton Bridge, Fremont, Bank. Wow. Gotta love
84 is fine. I got no problems with 84. Less windy than 92 sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes.
Celebrating 60 years with Fremont Bank.
I'm ready.
All right. Giving out some stipends. New bank account?
All optimism, baby.
Do I get some money for opening up a bank account?
No.
We're opening some lines of credit, yo.
No, I got enough of those.
I'm out.
Could always use more credit.
I've got enough credit.
The credit, man.
I mean, I would love to get more credit, but right now, it's just,
Are you giving Klay Thompson enough credit?
How many years of credit, though, does he really want?
So, pocket watching, right? Because I think I'm a little confused with pocket watching. When I think of pocket watching, it's like looking at another man's money, counting his chicken, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but doesn't years factor into that?
Yeah, I just think
that
when I think about
very
years,
nuanced.
no, I just feel like the years is just like, hey, you guys want me to retire here? I want to retire with these guys. Why not? Why can't I get like Paul George? Because we're playing some Paul George stuff.
Okay.
He's clearly unhappy with the Clippers because he didn't get the same deal Kawhi did.
Okay.
And he wanted the years. He's looking for years on the deal.
Okay.
Now he's got a $48 million play option. Life is good for Paul George. So when I think of pocket watching, it's like, hey, that guy got paid and I didn't. And I don't think Klay's in that mindset. I think Klay's more so just like, I just want the years. I want long-term stability. I've had 2 grueling injuries. I want to play this game for another 3 to 4 years.
This long-term stability thing it's hard. I'm just telling you, it's very hard for us common people to hear that. It's like, come on, man. Like, no one is saying, like, 2 years, you're done.
Long-term.
Like, you could always renegotiate again and get an extension again after 2 years. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, I want this. Everyone wants this
wants to be in the NBA.
But Paul George is unique to Klay Thompson because Paul George, it feels like his market, 5, 6, 7 different teams will line up to give him a 5-year deal. Right, so
are they going to? Paul?
I mean,
he signed Paul George to a 5-year deal. He's going to be 39 years old. 39.
I'm not saying I love it. I'm just telling you what like other teams in the league. It does not feel like Klay Thompson has a 5-year deal out there currently, and so I just I don't really, it's hard for me to drum up this sad empathy for someone. Because they want a 3rd year and not a 2nd year. It's like, okay, like I want millions of dollars in my bank account. Like, you know what I mean? Like there has to be some compromise on some level. So I don't know, like you're 35 years old. I thought that the team presented what I deemed to be a somewhat fair contract. It's probably not everything that he wanted. And to point over at this guy and how many years that guy's got, to me, that is comparable to the amount of money someone else is making. And I'm like, I don't get how you can have it both ways. It's a business, but it's also, I'm extremely emotional.
If I hear the owner saying that he wants me to retire, go to St. Warrior, and I get a 2-year deal offered to me, that tells me that you don't want me to sign. Or you're thinking twice about me retired as a member to go to St. Warriors. You'd rather give me a short-term deal and then renegotiate.
Yeah,
the problem is players don't want to go. But players, hold on, Shasky, I'm not done. Players don't want to go through this all the time. They don't want to go through free agency. They don't want to go through 1-year deals and have to get up and move.
So you're giving a 5-year deal until you're like 50 years old? No, I'm not saying to give a 5-year deal. I've been saying a 3-year deal. I'm saying at this point, 3-year deal. So Klay Thompson came in. Hey, we're far apart. 2 years, $48 million. I thought you guys wanted me to retire as a member of the Big Three. I thought you wanted me to be here forever. Who says you can't still
But
retire?
maybe he doesn't want to go through that because some players play better in the contract year. Obviously, Klay Thompson struggled in the contract year.
Well, then maybe,
right?
then maybe
so
you
it's the
shouldn't
years.
be droopy dog
so it's
for
the
2
years.
years.
So it's the years.
You know, there has to be some culpability here. Like
he has.
last year was a tough
I
disagree.
Year.
Like, no, you can't just have it your way. Like, if
he doesn't have it his way.
I use the
He's a
Adonis
free
Haslam.
agent. He doesn't have it his way. He didn't get his deal, and the Warriors are right now negotiations are frozen. So it's obvious that Klay Thompson is not getting his way. He's not getting his way at all. Well, let's make that clear.
Just because you want a 5-year deal in perpetuity doesn't mean that the team is obligated because you're a legend to just continue to hash out 4 and 5 year deals.
Where does that come
That's
from?
bad business.
And
it's also hard to round my team out. It's really difficult to build a contender around, like, I still owe it to myself to try to build a contender. And there are other people on the team who also have prerogatives and they want to win. And so, like, at some point, there has to be some level of compromise.
Yeah,
and
but
if you're telling me it's a business, then you also have to see the business end of the big picture and understand I have to round out the rest of the roster. You know, the way we divided up the money in the years last year got us the 10 seed. The year before that, we got bounced in the second round. We're going in the backwards direction here.
Exactly.
So if you want to stay here and I want you to retire a Warrior, you have to meet me a little in the middle. I don't think it's that egregious and disrespectful to be realistic and say, like, we got to take a little money off top and we got to take a few less years so that we can add to this, not subtract from this.
So I don't know where the 5-year thing came from. I've never heard of Klay Thompson looking for a 5-year deal. I haven't heard that. Maybe that's something new. I have no idea. I am not in Klay Thompson's camp. But when things are said about retiring as a member of the Golden State Warriors, and I see, wow, Draymond Green's lined up for 3 years of 3 years of the player option. Boy, Andrew Wiggins, I just led the league in made threes. No matter what you think, people still hold that in high regard in the NBA circles. Wow, he led the league in made threes. Okay, 41%. I don't know when 41% became something bad, but 41% is 41%, right? I'm not a math major. 41% is pretty good in the NBA, correct? For a three-point shooter? No, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah.
I'm not done. Yeah, 41% is good.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to prove anything. 41% is good. So then you get your 41%, you shoot 41%, you're thinking, boy, I'm about to get set up like Wiggins. Wiggins had 2 months and got a 4-year deal for over $100 million.
But he was 26 years old.
But he played 2 months.
No, I know,
2
but
months
like at the time.
So
like,
now we're just paying guys because they're young?
See, I'm done feeling any kind of emotional attachment.
Nobody's going there. Nobody's going there. We're just breaking this down.
Yeah, but you're not going to give a 40-year-old guy the same contract you give a 23-year-old guy. That's not fair.
Of course you're not, Shasky, but when you're a lifetime member of the Golden State Warriors and you get a 2-year offer, obviously he didn't want to get a 2-year offer. He wanted a 3-year.
It's just
well,
not.
You don't think so, but as a player of that stature,
it's not.
Well, there's other players in that league.
Average person.
Well, no, the average person, but the NBA person doesn't think that. The NBA person, the people in the NBA circles think, wow, Klay Thompson, you're only going to give him 2 years, $48 million? A lot of people in the NBA, a lot of people in the NBA, agents and players and former players thought it was disrespectful. So we could be the common folks all we want to, but the people who live in the NBA world and the people who play the NBA and the people who have been around the NBA and from the people I've talked to in the NBA circles, they thought it was disrespectful. I'm not saying that. They're saying that.
Well, you can't over the top respect everyone with the second apron. The number one thing here is that it's not baseball. You can't just spend and spend and spend. So when you give Steph Curry $60 million a year, right? Like all of the other financial decisions after that are extremely imperative to get right. You cannot just overpay out of respect. You have to also run a business.
Of course. That's why I'm not on board with signing Klay Thompson anymore. That ship is sailed. You're making it seem like I want to give him a 3-year, $75 million deal.
I just think hearing about respect and how he was disrespected, I'm not here for that. I'm just not here for that.
Well, you don't have to be here for that, but they are there for that.
Well, that's
the players feel like that. You don't care about them, but they care. When you see a guy dog it, Andrew Wiggins last year got paid. How did his season play out? You're a team, if you played, or if you saw a radio host, right? You saw a radio host. I know this. Hold on. If you saw another radio host and they were dogging, and you were dogging it, and another radio host was dogging it, you wouldn't be upset about that?
Yeah.
You would say, well, sign me long term. I would do well.
Yeah, but that's literally the definition of quote unquote pocket watching. And you
it's not pocket watching. It's just saying that guy's performance sucks.
All right.
And you're disrespecting me. The performance sucks.
These guys can't tell me with a straight face everything is business and then constantly be pointing at every guy in the locker room and everyone around the league and say that everything is disrespectful and I'm emotional over it. Like, it's one or the other. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, this is a business and they'd still have to field a team and they want to try to win. They're trying to compromise. Here's the best we can offer you while trying to also build the team around you. Are you in or are you out? And it feels like Klay is out.
He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. Now what? And I don't want to give Klay Thompson 3 years for $75 million. I never said that in my life. But I'm telling you what the situation is. And if you guys don't like the situation, don't like what I'm saying about the situation, then so